something where you are trying to understand the existing research, the theories behind many studies, and giving us an opportunity through the research gaps, how and in what way can we carry out a new research. Already told by Sailaja ma'am that research is something where we are trying to make an effort to bring in betterment in the society. It can be in management studies, it can be in social sciences, it can be in economics and the various other disciplines of research. So when we come to the literature review, you are actually doing the literature analysis, you are looking into the previous studies, finding out which is the recent research trends, and through that you are trying to understand what is the research gap and how you can carry forward your research work. So simple definition which has been provided in the textbooks, which maybe the participants are also aware that this is something where we are trying to find out that how and in what way can we correlate our statement problem with a comprehensive study, finding out different resources, could be the books, the journals, the dissertations, the reports, even newspapers on a specific research topic. So my area where I have produced the 4 papers, the papers are on fintech. Now if I take fintech, how is fintech helping out the banks? That was one, my PhD work, which was on work culture and changes in the systems which has happened in bank. When I take all those, I have referred the things which have been written by my previous people who have actually provided the information that how did banks really work on from the time of nationalization to the present trend. Now all of you could find a simple difference when you walk to a bank, that earlier you had to stand in queues to even get your passbook updated, but now you just go to a kiosk shop, just give your passbook in, because of the digital figures that you have it at the barcodes, that you have it, your passbook is getting printed and you need not stand in large queues. The same goes with many other forms, clearance of check, using of NEFT, RTGS, all these things which are the new forms. So when we see those at the very beginning, it was a draft check system which was there, which used to take time, which is still there, but you have other forms where within a Ziffy, you can actually send the money from one place to another place. So all these things are the transformation. So with these transformation which has taken place, it allowed me to work on my PhD work, and I was able to collect the literature review looking into the previous information which was already published. It was there in scholar books, in many other universities who have already, the researchers have already done it. So that is the basic definition. So one thing that we have to understand in the review of literature is we are just not going to look into the sources. We are going to analyze with that concept and try to synthesize that how it is going to be helping out my work. Because from there, I'm going to look into the patterns, I'm going to look into the gaps of the existing knowledge which is already there. Now, banks, everyone is aware of. Okay, or if I take fintech, which is a new trend which has there in the bank. So why did this fintech actually come up? So what is the reason? Why did the bank adopt all these? So what are the things? So now you find the population is so much. People go to banks and they don't would like to stand in queues, wait for their turn. So they want things to happen very quickly. And that is the reason now you also find ads saying that bank abhi apne aapke mobile mein hi hai. So you have all the options here, and with that you can do transactions, internet banking, all this kind. So all these things are demonstrating the patterns, the themes, and which is allowing us to add to this and continue with other research. So you are trying to expertise with the familiarity and trying to master the subject. So in general, in simple way, I would define that a literature review is nothing but a critical examination and assessment of the previous research on a certain topic. So since you are working on that topic, it is an extension that you would like to do for your review. So what is the reason why you want to do a literature review? Is it not viable that without a literature review you can also conduct a research? No. The basic reason for doing a literature review is you are trying to find out what is the background or what are the things that has happened in the past, which is something which is related to your research statement problem. You are trying to find out how much are you familiar uh, with the concept, or how many of the previous researchers have expertised in their field, in that field where you are also working on. And when you are looking onto this, you are also trying to find out what are the objectives that they have taken, what is the methodology has they adopted, how did they carry on the study, what are the different hypothesis pattern have they taken. So you are able to build up a framework. When you're able to build up a framework, that is actually trying to position your work and is giving you the conceptual background to write your intro part of your literature review. So you're able to justify that why are you conducting a research in this particular topic. Okay, so for that reason, we are actually wanting this literature review. So you are trying to identify, build a framework, both theoretically and even in a methodological way, so that you're able to conduct your study. So these methodologies, now if I take my techniques previously used, it was just percentages, correlation, regression, pattern, which was there, mean, mode, median. But now when I look into the various methods, I find factor analysis coming, discriminant analysis coming. These are various methods which will be covered hopefully in this workshop, where you will learn that how new methods, how new softwares have come. I worked my PhD thesis with SPSS, but now when I'm doing my research work, I'm able to do it in Smart PLS and R. So these are the new softwares which have come up, and it is making the work of research easy. The only thing is you have to know the way, the procedure, the concept, the commands which is there for you to link those work. So this literature review is trying to provide you with the base of making your work, your study to go further. So it is connecting the theoretical knowledge and the methodological knowledge. Now, there are different types of literature review. So broadly, if you see the literature review, you have around 6, which is narrative, rapid, scoping, umbrella, systematic, and meta-analysis. Basically, we find the narrative systematic review taking place more in research, because it is providing us with a broad summary, synthesizing the existing research, and it is also trying to explore any new topic based on the background of the concept. Okay, and when we are looking into the systematic review, it is actually a structured and a transparent method, and it is with specific questions. See, when you are actually doing a research, you have to understand that I am doing a research. It is not for fun. It is something where I am going to contribute to my knowledge and contribute even to the society. So when you're thinking in that way, automatically the research questions pops up, that why am I doing this? What is it going to do it further? Now, if it is a MBA project, your method of taking it will be a lighter version. But when it is any dissertation, when it is PhD, the work or the load of review of literature, content of review of literature is vast. When you look for a research paper or a conference, the literature review holds its own importance. So literature review is holding its importance varyingly when it is a general project work or a mini project that you're doing, to a PhD thesis or a dissertation, to writing a paper on a conference, or writing a paper for a journal. So irrespective whatever it is, literature review holds its own importance. So you have to understand that what is the type of review you want to do it, whether you want to do it narrative, whether you want to do it rapid. When it comes to rapid, it is just like you have to have that fast results come.
एगार मिनिट
स्टार्ट 11 मिनिट मोर इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं तो